This song is entitled The 12 Steps. Then take the last step up. And it goes like this. One day something came to your door, and seeing the errors in your life of what you were doing wrong, deciding to change what you couldn't before because something or someone made you see the truth for what it was, is why you were strong enough to turn yourself around. At first you couldn't quite put your finger on it, but was glad it happened, being set free from those deadly addictions. Knowing a couple of close friends for a long time, having respect, admiration, even love in such a way, considering them family, you would like to help out too. Knowing firsthand they have a bad problem, though denial reigns supreme in an ungodly world. Still you felt compelled to tell them about a secret you found that turned your life back around. Learning from personal experience was a real eye-opener. All the while realizing your friends may not have a spiritual clue about believing in God or anything else for that matter. Wondering how you could bring yourself to tell them in words what you felt in tears during the struggle before, without losing their respect and friendship. Sometimes blood isn't thicker than water. When you've been screwing up for years, thinking everything's cool, ruining your body and soul, living for the party, to gain another high for a while so you can let life go, trying not to recall certain depressing events, wasting out of control. Hopeful they will listen in private or through a heartfelt group, saying, take the last step up and believe. These blessed people who work hard to set you free, stopping by, speaking with compassion, experience, and wisdom from a hurting heart deeper than sin itself, not able to realize sooner the suffering they caused others and themselves until the damage was done, is why we try with all our heart after the fact to reach out, helping those who are unknowingly addicted. At best, only a broken vessel can help another through. In return, it helps to continue healing those souls, keeping you strong as a blessing is given, so it is given back later to the giver. At some point, a person understands something is wrong when enough people keep telling them they need to get it back together. Or life in the daily rut on the street, panhandling to survive, homeless, alone, and depressed due to losing a job or mental illness that's interrupted by eviction or continuing violence of repeated visits by the police outside or inside the home. Especially if another human being is hurt, it's a tough thing to handle once you sober up or stop taking drugs long enough. Do you realize what you've done? Will you ever take this recovery serious? Relapse can happen in a heartbeat if you don't stay focused. Even 20 years later, when you think the coast is clear, having a couple frosty cold ones when no one's looking can't hurt. Will you ever open up your heart, letting these words flow in all the way through? Starting with the first step of overcoming denial, changing your ways this very day. It's so much sorely needed, being serene. Or will you keep on until you maim or kill someone else, maybe yourself, due to rage after realizing you lost your guts to stay clean? The 12 steps are necessary and important to recognize. Lives are worth saving, whether you believe in something or you don't. Once you finally understand you've got a major problem, remember, there is one last step up in faith that's needed also if you plan to recover for good. You may think you can do it alone, yet it was that something outside yourself who helped you all the while, and you refusing to believe it's true. because then you would have to admit there is someone else out there in the mists of the ozone layer or beyond that pulled you through your big-time dilemma, having to stand accountable for your own actions. Let me tell you how it really is. If you're thinking like that, you are still not fully recovered. Oh, we're just innocent victims, bystanders here today, trying to have a little fun on the run, surviving the deadly addictions caused by something, somewhere, with nobody having a moral clue on why we do what we do. It actually takes a little bit more than me, myself, and I to find you, cutting the addiction and grief loose so you can feel again like brand new. The wormhole goes deeper than just a man-made label called a sickness or disease. In our worldly reality, when we're behind closed doors, we do as we damn well please, long as the money holds out in your liver. It's a spiritual death sentence if you don't confront it, fight it, or avoid it altogether. The statistics bear it out. You will become the devil's next victim. He doesn't care how he kills you, long as he does. The epitaph will read, "Here lies a man who never had a spiritual clue, never wanted any help, so he could figure out what to do, when the big hairy gorilla never climbed off his back until he was found dead the next day in his tracks." The bottom line is, people, it is God Almighty who knows what's best. And one day soon you're going to know the addiction comes from something evil. I'm telling it like it is. That's the whole truth, and don't be afraid to reach out getting the help you need, becoming strong enough in hope and faith to want to receive. Is why the brothers and sisters take the time to be here whenever they can, sharing what they know to be true, praying it will seep into your heart before the session is through, feeling hopeful yet uneasy after you leave, wondering if you'll keep taking life for granted because your intellect doesn't believe there's an evil spirit taking control, never changing for the most part until God touches your soul. But that's something you will have to prove to yourself and those who love and need you to be like you were before deciding to change for the worst, falling in love with the rush of temptation all over again until you OD, with powerful insight coming from an old holy book whose words speak and breathe new life into every living man who wishes to see, exposing life's addictions for what they are, helping another broken vessel recover and walk free. Thank you, people, and God bless you.